Hello everyone, I'm Chloe, I've been a K-pop fan since 2019, sometimes I make wrong mistakes and I have problem express myself, so I don't know how this video is going to end us. So, Stray Kids has released a pre-release, and I think it was yesterday, but this week was hot. I have recorded even other 2 reactions, but it was so hot that I didn't want even to edit. Today it's fine, but that's not going to stay for a long time. Next week, back to being very hot outside. So, judging by the thumbnail in the first frame, we're going to have like the monochromatic MV that it's now popular in K-pop, black and white, or like very gray and beige, and more simple MVs. So since it's pre-release, I think maybe it's going to be more performance heavy. Who knows? So without further ado, let's just jump to it. 3, 2, 1, play. So you got marching. So then oh my god, this part of the song. Wow. I love it. I love the song already. Wow. It reminds me of another song from Stray Kids also. Oh my god, everyone looks amazing. Or no, it's not from Stray Kids. Later I'm going to. The pre-chorus is my favorite part. The pre-chorus is my favorite part from that song. Oh my god. So they're combining like traditional with more like modern, if I make sense. Because it looks like it's modern art, but it's a traditional feel. Does it make sense? Is that the... It looks like the part of the Korean flag which I will draw now. I don't remember how it's called. I'm just gonna stand up. I'm putting my hands up. 저 하늘 향해서. We're rising the fade out. Across the world spread out. If you feel it, hands up. 저 하늘 향해서. Do you have the eclipse? Or it's like the yin and yang. Since it's black and white. I love it. Oh, there's more. It looks like the yin and yang, but also like the part of the that part of the Korean flag, which again I don't know what's called. In July, right? 2 weeks. I love this song. I I missed a tiny bit of the song from Stray Kids. It's not that I don't like the stuff that we had until now from the last three comebacks. From Chick Chick Boom until the last comeback. I can say I'm not good with titles because I already forgot the name of the song. Damn it. Do it? No. Always Do It was from the same album. Yeah. My brain right now just remembers Do It. I don't remember if there was another title track for Karma. What was the title track for Karma? Leaving behind my poor memory. Again, like I said, it's not that I don't like the other songs, but this one is this one is amazing. Again, the pre-chorus. Indie-wise, I love it. Even though I miss the color from Kpop, unless it's a summery cutesy sound. If it's more serious like sound for the song, it has a very minimal color palette in the MVs. But in this case, I think maybe it's in Yin and Yang. Also maybe some. The tiger also was an. How is those called? The black and white tigers. I'm blanking out. It's not a Bengal tiger. I forgot. It doesn't came into my brain right now the name, but I think imagery also has maybe a strong Korean feel again by the tiger. Just because tigers in Korea they don't have right now, but they were. And I'm not going to go into depth of how do I say it in English? The meaning of the tiger in Korea. But also, like I said, modern and traditional. I don't know, I get that feel. Especially when they were painting, it looks because it was this. Okay, I don't know Korean culture a lot, especially art and painting. I want to say. So I don't know if there's a technique like you have a white piece. What's called in English? My English vocabulary right now it seems it's not doing good. Like I have it on the tip of my tongue, but it doesn't come out. Canvas. A blank canvas, even if it's a piece of paper or whatever. And then, but the movements it gives, like I said, modern art. I think it was big. I think as in the 70s there was a lot of this type of modern art where it was more like a show, but also art. I don't know how to explain. So that's why I was thinking modern art, but also very traditional feel with the black and white and yin and yang. That makes sense? I think I made no sense. So read lyrics because I didn't pay attention to the lyrics. And then maybe watch again and see if what's really they be about. Because also back to the idea of Korean, I think there's Hangul letters on the floor. There's some letters there. I don't for now it seems like the Korean alphabet, but maybe not. So I already expected just by the title when you see Run it to be like Stray Kids we're going to run classes. Like we are still going to run forward no matter what. We have our own path. We have things that we want to achieve. Yes, maybe it looks like we have achieved all of the stuff, but we still want to achieve more. And also at the same time, talking about every group has haters. The more famous you are, the more haters you have. and alternative fans. So in this case, it's still Stray Kids saying, we don't care. We have a path that we want to achieve and going to run towards it. Also, it's there's this idea that Stray Kids were very successful from the start, which for a lot of people, when Stray Kids debuted for the first like maybe 2 years, or maybe the first year for sure, we're saying that, oh my god, there's the first JYP flop group, because oh my god, they're from JYP, this big company, and Stray Kids are like, they're not doing good, they're a flop, blah blah blah. So it's not that they had amazing success from day one, from the start. But I'm going back to say, like, we have a dream that we want to achieve, and again, it wasn't that easy. We there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in here. We especially the members who compose, like, I think they are overworked. Personally, I think they work a lot on doing music, and it's like, oh, take a break. They work very hard. Like, they have a vision that they want to achieve, and they're going to go towards it no matter what. We are in it's like, at first there's some people know us, but little by little, like, as the fandom grew up and more people started to listen to us, we got more and more global, if that makes sense. And that's not going to stop us to go even further. No, that I think that I get from the lyrics. So that's my interpretation of the lyrics. Like, we are just going to run towards what we want, and you're going to leave the haters behind. Like, we don't care what you think, what you say. We have a vision, and we are going to achieve it. Also, don't think that we have easy, because they work hard on all of the music, and again, their journey wasn't that easy peasy as people think, just because they are from a big company. Because they were from a big company, and there are a lot of expectation for them when they debuted. Because, oh my god, the new group from the new boy group from JYP. Well, the expectation was through the roof. I can imagine the stress, and then debuting and people calling them flop. So maybe they had the money. What did I say that way? But the fandom still, it wasn't what it is now. They had their own hurdles to go through. More than, I don't know what I mean. So let's watch again, and not all of the song. Listen again the song. First thing first, I love Felix hair. Felix hair color, I love it. I don't know. It's like not splotchy. Like, it has a vision, not splotchy like random color, black and white. Does that make sense? It looks good. That hair looks amazing. Play. Oh, I was thinking how they changing from member to member, and I was thinking like the dancers are doing the same moves, but when you see when the member changes in the middle, also you can see the match cuts, if I make sense. Like, the dancer, it's not really that smooth, you just a tiny bit of, that makes sense. So problem solved for me. I had that question. Like, how could they green screen maybe the member, but I don't know. Isn't that like that looks like the Korean alphabet? I don't know Korean, so. So, okay, at first I thought it was some sort of wolf, because from that shadow, that head, it doesn't look like a tiger. It has a more dog head. So from these shadows, I wasn't expecting a tiger. Maybe it's like shadow. It's because there's Bangchan, and I suppose this is Bangchan of shadow. So it's more like, oh, I have a tiger inside of me. Wait, I didn't look that up. So I was thinking maybe the white tiger has a different name, and I was thinking Bengal tiger, but my information was right, but not really. I couldn't access it from my brain correctly. Yes, the white variation of the tiger is more common in Bengal tigers. So that's my brain was thinking Bengal tiger. It's called the white tigers. So maybe this is Bangchan shadows that it's becoming a tiger. Or again, this is what I have inside of me. A really angry tiger.
We go another win, another day. Yeah, we shine it with the lights out. Even in the dark, we find a way to make a way. All my life, I've been fighting this and fighting that. 시간 속에서도 계속.
The pre-chorus.
This time, my
The pre-chorus. The pre-chorus. The pre-chorus is amazing. My favorite part from the whole song. I love the pre-chorus. Sunmin is barefoot. Has no shoes. It looks like fighting against the wind. Like there's so many obstacles that doesn't let me move forward, but I'm not going to give up. So I think that's what the wind represents. Like he's struggling going forward. Also it's a very arid place. Like there's no vegetation, there's nothing. I don't know what I was thinking of. Giant. The name for giant, since they were like ants, you know. So like the surface, then from ants they become tigers. Here, it reminds me of a very specific character, and I can't think of which one. I think it's from a video game, but what video game? I don't know. Is it like just because of what's having? I was thinking of Sonogong, from the Journey to the West, the Monkey King. And I was thinking that, but also maybe some character from, again, some type of fighting game. I don't know which one. Also, it gives a tiny bit Greek vibe. So I don't know, again, I don't know if Sunogong, how do you call it in Chinese? I Korean, I also don't know. But again, just by the mental piece on his head, it's like I have a lot of power, but right now, it's still turned down. When I gave up this crown, I'm going to destroy it. Like, I'm not even at my 100% of my power, you know? I'm still contained. I don't know, but again, I'm thinking maybe a fighting video game. Who I'm thinking of? Again, everyone looks amazing. Also, the run has a very feline way from the jump. Wait, I was curious just because IN is having that. What's called? Oh my god, I'm getting hot. What's called? The string. Is it called a string? that piece of string, and my eyes was just going there. That piece of string. I get distracted by the stupidest thing sometimes. I don't know if it's a meaning for his outfit. Right now I can't think of anything. I was thinking, who reminds me maybe from another song from Snake Kids, but I think what I was thinking was a BTS song, and I don't remember which one. What's that? There's a meaning. Which would that could represent? Like it looks like a sun or a flower. Also, there's writing. I don't know if it's Korean. It reminds me a tiny bit of Sanskrit. Or like, I don't know. Maybe it's Korean. Or like, before having, if I go by Chinese costume dramas, the writing before the Chinese characters come. I don't know if that sounds great. It reminds me of those letters.
Run it day and night.
What's the who reminds me of? Oh, there's a lot of stuff. See, this type gives a very Greek feel to me, but I think maybe it's a dragon. So it's again maybe not Greek, but more like traditional Korean elements, because those are dragons. I think there's more, but they go so fast and I can't catch. So are those Buddhas? I don't know if these things that already existed, like these emblems, or it's made for this MV for Run It. Go, G. I love that silent part. Like you can feel that emotions a tiny bit. It's like what's the lyric? Like the Twice University trained me, feel me. It's like the conviction. It's like that silence. It's like getting the message more forward. Like this, I'm telling you, with no flourishing or like music. I'm just telling you straight. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not eloquent. That's why I always think I have problem expressing myself. Let's go with that. What I say it. Like the conviction to be more straightforward. That's why it's the silence. I don't know. That's what I have. Oh, I have to say it's a tiny bit. It's like this is not Felix. This is not Felix. Felix. I'm always calling him Felix because that's the name that the version of the name, the pronunciation of the name that I know. Felix. It's always going to be Felix. I know in English maybe it's Felix. That's my. I can't. This is the name the version of the name that I know. Like the pronunciation, it's not going to change. My brain goes immediately saying Felix. Oh, whoa. Oh, sorry.
Feel me? 전부 다 챙겨 그 많은 부분 전부 change 알게는 이게 여태까지 그래왔던 것처럼 we're gonna make it All my life I've been fighting this and fighting that 시련 속에서도 계속
This part gives me like modern art feel, but also very traditional, just because it's a lot of lines, if I make sense. But the dancers, very, just because of what they have in their head, gives a very traditional but also spiritual, if I make sense. Maybe there's a lot of Buddhism symbolism in here. But it looks like a river, the drawings. Or like waves, or like oil spilled in the water. I don't know. Is black representing like corrupting the whiteness, or like the combination between the yin and yang again? I think Changbin is the only one who has that red vest, like burgundy red vest, wine red vest. And that's the only pop of color. I didn't really pay attention to the clothes. I think everything was black and white. Are those birds? What are these? Are cranes? Those are cranes? Birds? What birds are those? I hope it's just CGI, not AI, but at this point in time, I'm not saying anything anymore, because I made peace with it. Because if not, it's going to be hard. Is that to remind you? Again, my brain goes karma. Is this a part in Korean or the bridge? I don't know. It looks like, that bridge from San Francisco. Or maybe not. I don't know. The Golden Bridge? I don't know. Maybe it's in Korea. I don't know. But those are like ducks. Because for cranes, or maybe cranes, because they look a tiny bit like they have a problem. Like there's some shadow bird that they look like they're not okay, like they are mutated. So that's why I hope it's not AI. Oh no. This outfit has a red hue to it. So everyone in this have this burgundy accents in their black outfits. But there's still outfits that are just black. If that makes sense. I'm just gonna stand up. I'm putting my hands up. 저 하늘 향해서. We're rising the fade out across the. Sorry, no. I love that fight between Felix and Felix. Like there are two sides of me fighting, but it's not like a fight. It's more like harmonious fight. If I make sense, like we coexisting in peace. Do I make sense? Just because it's more like a dance battle, but again the lines are very smooth and I forgot the word that I said before. So, Lino, let's go. Ooh, that's still low. Is it? Is it still low? Okay, this part. Beautiful. Like everyone was coming after me. Like they was trying to blind me. Like everyone like trying to pull me down, like makes me not see the light, and he's just jumping. This part has thrown me off. We say this part also looks wonky. So those are cranes, I think. Again, crane symbolism maybe. I know cranes, you can see them maybe on money, but okay, there's a painting. No, like the thin longevity something, and I think crane is one of them. What's called that? Maybe it's based on that. Right now that information is escaping my brain. It's like it's somewhere here, but I can't access it right now. Like Han and Changmin's part, it gives a very, even with the anthems, like everyone, it's not a choir. What do you call him? Oh my god. How do you call him with other people? Chanting? English, where are you when I need you? Like those chants, like everyone all around the world, and the way again Changbin and Han are rapping gives a very hopeful vibe, very positive vibe. It looks like I'm not angry, but I'm more convincing of my power. That makes sense? Again, it's not angry. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't know how to explain it. Like, they have conviction in it. Again, I love the song. Super duper love the song. And I hope I've got something right, but maybe not. I think there's more symbolism in it than I could understand, if that makes sense. But I think in this case, again, makes sense why it's black and white. Because at first, with the invasion in black and white, they were just minimalism, but I think later, like this month, everything that came out black and white, like the color schemes, makes sense on the theme of the song and MV, if that makes sense. And again, I think this represented yin and yang. That's just my interpretation. I have no more idea what to say about the MV. Again, there's more symbolism in it, and I couldn't catch it because I'm not. I don't know a lot. So that's it. I love the song. MV wise, I hope there's no AI, please, because it looks great. I'm not good to recognize AI if there's no movement, but there's some wonky cranes there. One more. Boys, amazing. They looked amazing. Everyone, good job. So that's it. If you're not interested, thank you very much, and bye bye.